Hey everybody, how's everybody doing on good news? First thing I read. How's everybody doing on this lazy Sunday? Let me just uh let me just welcome everyone that's gotten in here. Sorry, my English is bad. I'm super tired today, folks. Upside Down is here. Welcome. Joe Hervey 84. Nice to see ya. Daniel Horsley, how's it going? Brad Miller, cooking out on the grill. Oh, don't burn yourself, Brad. And thanks for popping in, anyways. Appreciate it. Fabulous Disaster, how's it going? Hope everybody's doing well. We're getting, well, actually, you know what? Let me just make sure that you guys can hear me. See if I got, oh yeah, I got signal. Okay, you guys should be able to hear me okay. Can hang for a few. Okay, cool, Brad, cool. Yeah, today is, we got in a horrible like winter storm. We've had freezing rain for the better part of the day today, so it's been a pretty shitty day. Earlier, I was doing a smoking with hack thing in the hack shack, and you could hear the freezing rain just bouncing off the door. So not a good day. Hopefully it'll clear up, but hopefully you guys are having a little bit better weather. But I understand it's pretty much hit everybody. So yeah, Robbie Johnson, welcome. It's bad on Long Island as well, eh, Joe Hervey? Yeah, yeah. I think it's pretty much the Northeast has gotten hit pretty hard. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I brought. I mean, I don't know if you can kind of see behind me, but like I've got like all my gear is inside. I brought everything in last night after the show. Uh, the bad weather left yesterday, Brian from Oregon. Cool, man. Cool. Yeah, so normally I would leave my stuff, you know, like the some of it in the car, like just leave it in the trunk because next week I'm playing another show on another Saturday. I think it's a Saturday. I'm not even sure. Probably a Saturday night. And I would leave a couple of things in the car, but it's gotten to that point now where like when it's going below zero, I don't feel comfortable. Guitars I never leave, but amps and things like that, especially because my amps are tube amps. Um, I bring everything inside, so my whole room here, and it's not a very big room. It's all loaded up. I got monitors like right beside me here and stuff, so everything came inside because it really dropped and got cold. Hey Russ Markard, welcome. Six String Brian, welcome. Okay, I think I said hello to everybody. Thanks everybody for popping in. I didn't even really announce this because I was sort of on the fence as to whether or not to do this because I'm pretty wiped out today. But there's something happening on Thursday. I'm pretty sure I'm still going to be able to do the Thursday show, but I'm not 100% sure. So I decided to come on today and just in case, just in case. Get this weird thing here in the middle of my screen, which is, oh, there it is. That's why. There you go. Bye bye. Yeah, sorry about that. Six String Brian is here. Welcome. Hey, Blimpus, how are you? Mark Taylor, how you doing? Hope everybody's doing well on this Sunday, and hope you all had a great weekend. Yeah. So I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to be able to do the Thursday thing. So I decided to come on today because I like to come on at least once a week, and talk to everybody. And I'm hoping to get maybe a video or two out this week as well. I know I still haven't posted that 87 Lawrence Petros review, and I used it again last night. I've used that at every gig pretty much since I've got it, but I will. It just takes a lot of time, but hopefully I'll have the patience and the time to do something and put that demo up there. So uh, I'm taking on Pete Thorne. Pete Thorne's on too. Wow. I'm sure Pete Thorne will notice a major drop in his viewers now that I'm on. That is completely sarcastic, folks. Total sarcasm right there. Um, yeah, so I usually do one of these after gig hangouts, anyways. So we did a gig yesterday in a place called the Power Station, which is way out an area called. I appreciate that, Brad. Appreciate it. Way out in a town called Stony Creek. Sixth Stream Brian would know where that is. It's like southwest of me, but it wasn't bad. It's like only it's about an hour drive. But this place is really cool. We played there about 2 months ago. It's one of those places where we were there because of an agent. It's an agent place, so we got a new agent, and that was like the first place that they booked us. And I guess it's good news that we're back within like a couple of months of going there the first time. I guess we did well, and hopefully that'll be part of our regular, part of our regular places that we play. So that's kind of cool. And we've been lucky too, because every time we go there, there's always something going on. And they had, hey Ron Gillespie, how are you? They had I think it was a birthday going on, and they had an anniversary going on, and then there was some other party going on. So it's always cool when you're entering, a place to do a show, and you have all these parties. It's like you've got a built-in audience, which is awesome, right? So, and they're all ready to. I mean, they were hooping and hollering during sound check, So you know they were all there for a good time, and they were all ready to go. So that was very cool. Uh, yeah, you know what, Six String Brian? It's funny you mention that. Yeah, like when we left, like again, I was saying earlier, we got hit by a storm here. Merrill J, welcome, man. Jack the Rabbit, how are you? Yeah, when we were leaving the venue yesterday, the winds were like crazy, and like there's a couple of bridges that we drive over to get to this place, and if you're on a bridge with the wind, you can like I could feel my car doing this. So yeah, it's good. It was if the gig was today, it would have been canceled for sure. Six String Brian for sure. Hey Paul Lou, welcome. Jack the Rabbit, you're doing well, cool. Six String Stanger. Wow, everybody's popping in. Thanks, guys. Got 16 of you in here already. Appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it. So yeah, so they had some parties and things going on, so it was a built-in audience. And hey, there's Gary Tholander. How are you, man? And it turned out really, really well. Like they were just ready to go. I mean, right from the get-go, they were up, and they were, we had people up and dancing and this and that. And there was a couple of kids. This was like a restaurant bar kind of thing, so there were kids there, and this has never happened before. Hey, Pete Hickson, good day. This has never happened before, but these two kids, they couldn't have been, I'm going to guess, maybe 7 years old. 7 or 8, let's say. And I haven't seen breakdancing, okay, since, I guess when was breakdancing big? What was that, the 90s or the 80s? I don't even know. Maybe the 90s? I haven't seen breakdancing since then, all right? And these two little kids, and I mean, they were like, not even 4 feet tall, like 3. They start breakdancing. The one kid starts going, and he's like doing this, like, the spins and all of that, and, like he's moving, and this kid's like, this kid is amazing, right? He's breakdancing to what we're playing. It's funny. The last thing I would ever think to, is somebody start breakdancing to the type of stuff that we play. But the kid was breakdancing, so he's breakdancing. And his other kid, I guess they were related, his cousin or brother, I don't know, something. He starts breakdancing too. So now there's two of them doing all these spins and stuff. And I was howling. I thought it was hilarious. And they were really good. I wasn't laughing at them. I was just like so impressed at how amazing these kids were at breakdancing. It was fantastic. I mean, I would never in a million years think somebody would want to break dance to to our material. But they were breakdancing. Hey Phil Mosley's here. Yeah, so that was kind of cool. But and busted a groove to Freebird. Yeah, kind of like that, Brian from Oregon. Yeah, what song? I don't even remember what the hell we were playing. I'll tell you one thing, it wasn't beatbox. It was nothing like that. We weren't rapping, none of that. It's just regular, I don't know what the hell we were playing. I don't know, Cheap Trick or something. I can't remember what the hell we were playing to. They're just breakdancing to it. I'm like, okay. But they were good. And then they started doing that caterpillar thing, like they're doing this and stuff, and it was hilarious. Anyway, um, so just what else went on at the gig? Well, after that, we had a couple of people that towards the end of the night is as the alcohol starts to ensue, and I'm not, I mean you want to have a good time on a Saturday night as long as you don't drink and drive, that's fine. But that's sort of when this stuff starts to happen, and that's when you get there was this girl that was just, I guess she didn't realize that there was a band on the stage or something, and she's just kind of like standing up there whenever, and she keeps backing into the mic as hey Christina Smith keeps backing into the mic as like our singer's trying to sing, and he's getting bashed in the face with the mic, and he's kind of like pushing her back, and she'd go back for a minute and she'd start coming this way again and bashing into the mic. It was like stuff like that's going on. And then we had this other guy that in the middle of the song, he decides this is a great time to have a conversation with the band, and he just starts talking to us. It's like kind of can't really respond right now. Trying to sing this song. Can you give me a minute? Just crazy stuff like that. But every gig, it happens, right? Every gig. 6 strings and 10 fingers. Oh, no worries. You're not late. You're here. You're on time. Whenever you arrive is when it starts. Get a couple brews into a 7-year-old and it's breakdancing Palooza. I highly doubt that they were drinking. Their parents were there. They were not drinking. No, it was just cool, like I said, to see kids break. I thought breakdancing was a lost art, man. I guess is it something that's in with the younger folk, like we're super younger folk? Like I thought breakdancing had come and gone, but apparently breakdancing is alive and well in Stony Creek. It's like, it's just cool, be cool if they played an instrument, but whatever. Maybe they do. Maybe they play and they break dance. I don't know. But anyways, I thought that was kind of cool to see these kids getting down and stuff, right? Hey, Mitch Heyman, how are you, man? Hey, Mitch, congratulations on the computer. I saw some clip of it, man. It looked like you looked like you could launch a space shuttle with that computer. It's pretty cool. Paul Lou's breakdancing right now. That's cool. Dear Lord. Yeah. Anyways, if you guys have any questions for me while I'm yakking here, just let me know. So the other cool thing about last night, and I posted again, if you're not following me on Facebook or on Instagram, yeah, please do. I have the links. The links should be below. I posted, I always take a photo of whatever I'm using that night, and I did a quick run through of all the pedals that I was using last night, because my pedal board is always changing. I never, well, not never, but it's like I'm always swapping a couple of things. Generally, they're drives, right? So I'm back to using my Kailyn Pure Sky pedal. I'm back to that for the light overdrive. That's the cheapest pedal I've ever bought. It's like $40. It's a Timmy ripoff pedal. But man, does that thing sound good. I mean, it just for low overdrive, just a little bit of crunch, that thing just smokes. Hack, does your family come to your shows? No. Reason for that is they've heard it all before. It's like, I've done so many shows. It's like they came to the first, years ago when the band was starting out and stuff. They'd come, this and that. But I mean, at this rate, I'm playing, so often that they're sick of it. I would be too. I mean, what really surprises me is we'll have not a huge amount of people, but I'd say probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about, at this point, there's a group of about 6, maybe 7 people that will follow us from bar to bar when we're in a certain area of town, because they live in that area of town. Because we play a lot of bars in sort of the Newmarket Markham area of Toronto, and they'll, if we're anywhere in that general vicinity, they always come to the shows, which is like freaky to me. But because I mean, we're not gonna play. If you see us like once and then you see us 2-3 months later, there'll be maybe a couple of different songs, maybe 3-4 different songs, but it's not like it's a completely new set list. And I don't know how they can come every time and sit through the same set list, see the same band, play the same songs. I personally couldn't do it, but they do it. They follow us around, right? They're on our Facebook page, and they're looking at, oh, they're going to be here next, and they plan it, and they'll bring their kids and older grown up kids and stuff. Sometimes we'll have them and their family, and then they'll invite friends. We'll have like a dozen people, just sort of the friends of the people that follow us kind of thing. And it makes for a very welcoming environment when we play that place. But yeah. Hey, oh, did I miss somebody? Bobby Clipper, hey man, nice to see you. Okay, people are saying hello, that's cool. Heck, if I come to New York, I'd come watch your band. Yeah, I don't see that ever happening. Yeah, yeah, I don't see that ever happening. I don't think we're going to be crossing the border. But anyway, so yeah, so the pedal board thing, so that changes quite often. Back to using the Kailyn Pierce guy, and the 2 Lawrence Petros pedals are still on my board. The 74, which is like my medium sort of hard rock tone, and my 87 pedal is for I use that for the heavier, so like Green Day. What else? Green Day, Blink 182, and Poison. That's the songs that I use the 87 for. I use it on the red, which is like the heavy gain. And if you don't know what that means, hopefully I will really try to get that review done, and then you will know what those settings are. Hey, the Dog Paw, welcome. If anyone is ever well, I'd love to visit San Francisco, Jack the Rabbit, but I can't see us ever playing a gig there. But that would be super cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Pop punk. Yeah, we do some of that. That goes over well. People dig that stuff. And it's really simple to play, right? Like Blink 182, it's all like 3-chord stuff, right? It's basically a newer version. For me, it's like, the Ramones, but, current Ramones. That's what I hear on that stuff. Oh, the Dogpa's here? I don't know if I said hello to the Dogpa. I might miss the Dogpa. Oh, there's the Dogpa. How are you? How are you, man? Nice to see you. And, yeah, so use that. My pedal board, I use it's on this side of me. Use the combo again, the Marshall combo. And also, the guitar that I used, was the 339 that I was used. You might have seen it on the last live show, and I posted a video, Friday Jam. I just put on a backing track and just started playing along with it, and yeah, so that was the 339 I used. Our my guitar critic drummer. He's the one who bitches about what guitars I bring. Um, he actually really liked the 339, so got his seal of approval. So I am allowed to bring the 339 out any show that we do. It passed the audition. But you know what's really funny was, I mean, 9 times out of 10 when I play gigs, I'll take a Les Paul. And when you swap guitars and you're playing the same material, it's like you can hear where that guitar that you're using, like the 339 does certain things better than the Les Paul does, but the Les Paul does certain things better than the 339 does, you know, because you're going between a solid body and a semi-hollow, right? So when I'm playing like the sort of rockabilly or more mellow, cleaner stuff, the 339 does a little bit better job. But when I want a heavy chug, um, you know, it's got to be a Les Paul, right? You know, so you got that sort of thing. Like I did Sanctuary last night, by the Cult, and Sanctuary never sounded that good as when I played it with the 339. And the reason being is, if you're a fan of the Cult, if you know that Billy Duffy back in the day, he was playing, oh, now the name escaped, White Falcon, right? Gretsch White Falcon, which is a big body, you know, semi-acoustic. And so, you know, you get that mystery. You can't even describe it, but there's something about a semi-hollow tone that you can't capture with a solid body. A long time ago, I did a video, and it's in my playlist, where I A-B'd my 339 to a Les Paul. And when you're listening to it, you can kind of hear similarities, but you can also hear differences, not just in the clean, but also when you gain it up. It's a different animal. It's a real different animal. I would almost venture to say, you know, like if you want to talk about what guitars you know, sort of the bare essentials of guitars that you should have at least played or tried. And again, this is just my opinion, right? You know, but in that mix, there should be, at least, I mean, you may not like it, but you should really give a semi-acoustic a try, because they're a different animal, you know, like, you know, it's just different. It's different. So I've been yakking a bit, and I lost track of the chat. So let me pop in here and see who we got that I may have missed. Half Faces here, welcome. Let's book a night in San Fran. Sure. Pete Hickson, Hack, have you tried the Kailyn Orange Burst Overdrive night? No, I haven't. No, the Kailyn. So that's the same company. So I'm sure that's like a budget pedal. No, I haven't tried that. Hack, did you just say your drummer dictates? He doesn't dictate my guitarist, Jack the Rabbit. No, I mean, I'll play whatever I want. It's just he likes some and others he doesn't. Like, he can't stand this one right here. Doesn't like that one. And I was telling him this afternoon that this is the one that I'm going to be bringing to the next show. Yeah, unless my PRS shows up. I'm waiting on a PRS to show up. I'm going to take this one because I don't have to worry about, because people walk right past the band, and I don't want to take any Les Pauls of that show because of the headstock break thing if it falls over. And this one here, I don't have to worry about it. I got a PRS on order for the same reason. I don't want to worry about and I want a beater. Like, that's obviously not a beater, but I want like a cheaper and expensive guitar when I play those types of places. So I'm hoping the PRS shows up this week. That'd be fantastic. And I would gig with it already on I don't even know what my show is. It's either Friday or Saturday. I got to look it up. Yeah, Joe Hervey. He's just a funny dude. He's not doing it out of anything. He's just being a pain. All right, I'm catching up. Catching up. Power chord pop punk must be big in the bar scene. That stuff, like, the idea is when you play, you want to try to hit all the age groups, right? Like, that power pop punk thing was big, like, in the mid 90s. So, you'll hit, when you play stuff like that, you get the 30-year-old crowd going on that, right? So it's like, if you play 70s and 80s stuff, you're basically playing the people my age, so 40s and 50s. You play 90s stuff, you're going to hit the 30-year-olds. It's very strategic, right? You try to have something for everybody, right? You know. Okay, I'm catching down, catching down, catching down, catching up, not catching down. Okay, here we go. Blackjack Guitar Nut, welcome. Nice to see ya. RMG 471, how are you? Hey, Hack, you ever play any of the Gretsch Custom Shop? Um, I don't think I've played the Custom Shop. I have played a bunch of Gretches. Um, the super expensive ones, I may or not. I don't know. And the reason I don't know is there was a while ago I went guitar shopping with someone and I played a whole shitload of guitars, all like semi-acoustic types, and there were a bunch of Gretches in the mix. I really like Gretsch, right? I really like the Gretsch guitars. Gretsch would be Gretsch is one of those brands, that for me they're sort of on the periphery. Like if I had money to burn, I'd own a Gretsch, no problem. I'd own one because I like the sound of them. Now, the thing is for me, I like the Bigsby for me, that's a complete waste because I don't know how to play a Bigsby. I don't know how to use a Bigsby properly, you know. But I just like the tones that you get out of a Gretsch. And if you got a Gretsch like set up, they play really, really nicely, right? I just don't. The thing is, I don't play that type of Gretsch. Like when Gretsch, I'm thinking, you're gonna play like rockabilly and stuff. I don't play any of that stuff. So Gretsch would be a waste on a guy like me, right? You know, but I do dig the guitars. And like I said, if I have money to burn, I just have a Gretsch for the hell of it, just to pick it up once in a while. They're good guitars. But I don't know if I play. I don't remember if I played any of the really expensive ones. I played. I know for a fact I played like the cheaper stuff, like the offshore stuff. What PRS? It's the bottom of the barrel, cheapest one they got. It's the what do they call it? The standard. Just call the PRS SE standard. It's made in Indonesia. There's no maple cap on it. It's just literally a slab of mahogany. It's got the 8515 S pickups. In other words, they're wound not in America. But it's got the same bridge as the PRS, the higher priced PRSs, and I think the tuners on it are not bad either, from what I've seen. But okay. Uh, hey, nice guy Eddie. Hey, Hack. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Nice guy Eddie. My Thanksgiving was a while back. I'm Canadian. But appreciate the sentiment. Hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving, nice guy Eddie, and welcome to the channel. Welcome to your first live stream. Hope I had a good gig. Yeah, the gig was really, really good, guys. Um, I've been lucky. I've been on not me, the band, has been on a good streak. The last few shows have been really good. This show was really fun. We had a really fun time. And it was nice because we didn't play our asses off. Like, we played a 45-minute set. We were off for 15. We played another 45-minute set. We were off for a half an hour. Then we played a third 45-minute set, which 45-minute sets for us is small. Usually we play like 3 sets of an hour and then and then play, if encores if they want, right? But this was like start at 10, we were done by 1. This for me, last night was an early night as far as playing wise. It still a late night to pack up and get home, and I got home about 2:45 in the morning last night, but the last couple of gigs have been great. Yeah, they've been great. We're on a pretty good streak, fingers crossed it continues. He's a drummer. What does he know? Yeah, yeah. Will Varela, hey buddy. Did I hear right? Breakdancing in Canada. Oh no, what next? Women get the vote. Yeah, or electricity. Yeah, electricity. Yeah, I was just saying earlier, Will, we had a couple of young kids, probably like 7-year-old kids, breakdancing and on the on the dance floor at the show last night. It was kind of funny. Hey, Crowbar, welcome. If you play a Gretsch, I'm going to call you Chet Hacktons. That's a good one. That Crowley's got all the one-liners. BB Maid, hey man, how are you? The original Paramutant, nice to see you, man. Spencer Cron, welcome. Wow, how you guys? Cool, cool. Rick Hefner, how's it going? Awesome. Thanks everybody for popping in. Well, I got 38 of you in here, man. It's pretty good. Completely unannounced. So having the 38 of you in here is awesome. Thank you all so much. Half Face, you think you're behind? I might be behind in the chat, Half Face. I usually am. Yeah. Marsman, how's it going? So, so yeah, no, the gig was fine. Everything was cool. The fun part for me was just gigging with the 339. It's just yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, folks? I think everyone should seriously take a look. If you want sort of one of these types of people that you want to have all the flavors of guitar, I think a semi-hollow should be in there. So, you know, if you want to talk about, you know, everybody, like there's no right or wrong with this. Everybody's got an opinion on it. Gwen's birth was also unannounced. Everybody's got an opinion on it, but for me, there's certain guitars, like if you just want to have, you know, all the flavors or the main ones. Oh, well, appreciate you being here, BB Maid. You know, I think here's my sort of guitars that you should have, right? Number one, obviously, if you're going to only own one guitar, for me, again, there's no right or wrong here. Don't take offense, okay, if I don't include a guitar that you love. But for me, number one is going to be a Gibson Les Paul. That's like the number one guitar, if you could only have one. Okay, so my number one would be a Les Paul. My number two would probably be an SG. My number three would probably be a semi-acoustic. Right? And then, or no, my number three would probably be, I would say, oh no, wait, let me take that back. It'd be a Les Paul, it'd be a Strat. Those would be one and two. Then number three would be an SG, and maybe number four would be a semi-acoustic. That's sort of, you know, I think all the flavors. So, you know, and then if you extended it further, then I'd say a Telecaster. If you extended that further, then I would say, you know, like things like, then you start getting things like the Firebirds, which is that. Where the hell's my Firebird? Oh, right there. But a semi-acoustic should be in the mix there somewhere. Okay, I'm just reading here. Paul, guitar music too. Welcome. Hey, man. My 339 is great, but the bridge rattled, so I replaced it with the Tone Pros, and it's all's good. Yeah, so Paul, guitar music, since you have a 339, what do you find different about the sound of that and one of your solid bodies? Okay, there was a question that I missed. If I miss any questions, folks, just please tag me so I can see it right away. Okay, the Dogpa, Hamer Artist. I don't know who you're... Oh, Hamer Artist. Oh, that's a model of a guitar. Yeah, again, everyone has their favorites. There's no right or wrong here. Oh, there it is. Joe Hervey, what color? The PRS that I ordered is a red. It's, they call it Cherry or Vintage Cherry or something. It's just a red PRS. And the pickups are zebras. And what I like about it is the body. Even though it's the cheapest PRS, it has binding on the body and binding on the neck. And I don't know. I like binding. You know, on certain guitars, you gotta have binding. Fruitcake Tony, hey man. Nice guy, Eddie. I'm a bass player and I still have a Les Paul. Yeah, I totally get that, nice guy, Eddie. You're preaching to the choir. How's my dog? My dog's fine. My dog's upstairs right now. Hound 36 solo. Hey man, gotta have a trem too. Yeah, 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 yeah. See, some people would throw in a super strat, right, as one of their must-haves, right? You know, with a Floyd on it. You know, that would be the other one. But I'm not that type of player, so for me, I'd rather have another stop tail before I'd have that. But again, there's no right or wrong. The original Paramount guitar hack. I think the 339 is cool, but I can't rationalize the price. I would be down with Epi, but the aesthetics of the headstock kind of turned me off. You know, we were talking about this the other day. The original Paramutant, like, you know, I'm not a big Epiphone Les Paul guy, but an Epiphone, um, I think they make really good semi. I know what you mean about the headstock, yeah, but their semi acoustic stuff is actually pretty good. You know, they're not bad. They're good guitars, and I mean, you know, the Casino is a fantastic guitar, right? You know, which is not. I know that's not a semi. That's a completely hollow body. There's nothing in it. There's no center block. Um, but I think Epiphone makes that stuff. They make some pretty decent guitars. Pete Hickson, 3 main guitars, SG thin line Telly, HSS Strat as a backup. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about Rick's dog. Oh, somehow with Rick's dog, she's doing well. Stables came out. Oh, I'm sorry. They were talking about my dog. Oh, hope your dog's okay, Rick. I didn't know there was anything going on with your dog. Nice Getty, Headless Paul, 2 Jackson V's, 1 Rhodes, and 1 King V. Bought the Rhodes for the Seymour Duncan Blackouts and the King for the EMG 8185. Heavy bassist. Yeah, so, okay, cool. Yeah, and again, it all depends on what kind of music you want to do, right? Lars Guitars, hey man. Nice to see you. Yeah, yeah, Rick. Yeah. I hope your dog's doing okay, Rick. Yeah. 339s rock. They do rock. And, you know, you do get a fair bit of feedback, right? Like when I was hitting a heavy gain and I was going into solos and stuff, the feedback was there. But as long as you keep moving on the neck and stuff and keep it busy, it's not too bad to control, right? I was able to control the feedback, and I was playing at a pretty good volume last night, which was kind of cool. Hey, I could actually hear myself. And so when I would hit like the boost for the leads and that, it would start to feed back on me. But you can control it. I actually find I'm having an easier time controlling the feedback on my 339 than I am controlling the feedback on my P90 guitar. I think the P90 guitars, at least my P90 guitar, howls a hell of a lot more. And that one is really hard to keep the reins on it. Like that, yeah, that one is difficult. It's hard. She had a bulb limit. Oh wow, Rick. Yeah, that is major surgery, man. Well, good to know everything went well. The Tim Hortons Coffee Wolverella. I expect one at some point, but I'll probably be off the airways by the time it happens because I'm gonna go off in about 50 minutes here or so because I know Ben's got a show coming up. So I just wanted to pop in here quick, do my after gig thing, and there's a possibility that I might not be doing a Thursday show, so this might replace my Thursday show, but we'll see how it goes. I won't know until we get closer to the date. Hank Hill is here. Hey, man. Nice to see you. A Les Paul Jr. Okay, Dogpie want Les Paul Jr. with maple roasted neck shaped scale version of a Johnny A. Well, if you want a Les Paul Jr. type guitar, I had a gentleman on last Thursday on the show. His name is Glenn. He's Guitar Bazaar, but his company's called QA Guitars. He makes guitars all done in-house by him. Hand widens his own pickups. And he's got a really cool looking double cut junior looking guitar called a Bumblebee with a P90 on it. And he's got a deal on right now. I don't have his link here, but if you go to Thursday's show, I have his link there. He's got, I think he's keeping it till Tuesday. He's taking $150 off of any guitar that he's selling. If you want to check out his shop, his page, go to Guitar Bazaar, Bazaar. He's got double cut Les Paul looking guitars. He's got the junior double cut looking guitars. He's got all kinds of them. And if you go to his site and you want one of his guitars, the promo code for $150 off any guitar in his line up until Tuesday is hack. And he also sells hand wound pickups, and he's taken 45% off any of his hand wound pickups. He's got P90s, all kinds of pickups. If you go to the website and check it out, I wish I'd put his link in here. Maybe I'll put his link in afterwards after I'm done. 45% off. Promo code is hack2. So if you're looking for that kind of guitar, because I might be getting one. We're working on it, but I might be getting one. I might be buying one off them because they look amazing. Gotta run. Okay, see ya, Pete Hickson. Thanks for popping in. Dale Palmer, you got snow? Yeah, we've got snow here too, man. My main bass is a Schecter SLS Elite with Fishman Fluence. Well, I understand those Fishman pickups are really, really good. Kubrick Lover, 1972, how are you? Yeah, Brian S. Yeah, also, folks, all Guitar Hack merch. Thanks, Brian, for reminding me. I don't even promote my own stuff. I promote other people's stuff. I'm a shitty businessman. Yeah, all my stuff is all the hack merch, coffee mugs, everything, t-shirts and hoodies. It's all 15% off. The promo code is hack. So if you're looking for stocking stuffers, or if you got other guitar hacks in your life or for yourself, that link I have below. That one I know I have below. It's all 15% off all my merch, folks. So, and that sale's just ongoing. I'm just gonna let it run. So check that out if you're interested. And how you doing, Brian? Brian, I was using the noise gate when I had the P90s. Yeah. I didn't have the noise gate on the board yesterday with the semi-hollow. That probably would have helped me out, but I got my pedal board is so stuffed with parts, it's pedals. I can't squeeze anything else on there. I'd have to take something off to put the noise gate on, so I didn't bother with it. And how you doing, Brian? Brian, did you get a lot of snow too, man? Hey, there's Bobby Lopez. If I haven't said hello, Kubrick Lover. There's my good friend, Mr. Q. Mr. Quentin James is in the house. How's it going, buddy? Okay, Brian put in a link for QA guitars. So check out that link, folks, if you're interested. He's a super dude. If you haven't seen last Thursday's show, check it out. Guy's just a super dude, man. Krellbar, there's another guitar, the exact replica. I don't know, Krellbar. That's a good question. I don't know. Yeah, nice guy Eddie. You know about Glenn. Yeah, Glenn was on. Glenn's on Dane's Zim's Guitars on his streams quite often. Actually, I was on with him and Dane this past Friday. They asked me to come on. I was in the middle of a cigar. I'm like, can you guys give me a minute? I came in and I was on with them for a bit. Yeah, he's a really good dude. A semi-hollow version. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they make those. Loving the Friedman P90. Sound fantastic. Good. Access 2084. How are you, man? David Ozab. How's it going? Guitar, great to know. I went on his site. I didn't know about Bumblebee Les Paul Juniors are 810. Yeah, that promo code hack is good till Tuesday. So if you're want to add to your collection, those Bumblebees are really. That's what I'm interested in is the Bumblebee standard. I think they're cool. I think they're cool. But again, if you're interested, Will, now's the time. Okay, folks. Nice guy. Eddie, you got snow? Looks like everybody's got a lot of snow. Yeah, a lot of snow. Yeah, it's the second big snowfall already. It's like the 1st of December. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm going to send him a message on that, Crowbar. I'm going to send Glenn. I'll send a Glenn message when we're done here. Oh, yeah, Six String Brian, folks. Yes, Six String Brian has got his show on tomorrow at 7 p.m. He is going to reveal something tomorrow. I'm assuming it's a guitar. Something he picked up on the what do you call it? Black Friday. So check out Six String Brian tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah, guitar reveal tomorrow night. Cool. Let me just go down. The Bumblebee standard is not available. Only the prototype is. Private message him, Will. Private message him. Yeah, if you want one, just send him a PM or send him an email. Okay, just reading. Six String Brian, Pierre. Okay, Danny Jizzing. I went back to look at the LP special. The 50s neck was too extreme for me, and the balance of the guitar was. I had to walk away. Yeah, yeah. The neck profile is a big deal for me too. It's a big deal for me too. Access 2084 got my Epiphone Les Paul Standard Gold Top yesterday and upgraded the bridge with the Marzio Super Distortion like Tom. Did a couple bot. Oh, cool. That's cool, Access 2084. Okay. Okay, the dog fuck. Took me a while, but I decoded what you wrote there. Oh, dear Lord. Yeah. Yeah, Jack the Rabbit, it is a cool community. Yes, it is. It certainly is. I'm welcome to the community. All right. Got about a few minutes left. Yeah, Brian S. The Q&A pickups. I'm getting a Q&A pickup, and it's going to be a P90 soap bar, and I'm going to put it in my Les Paul. Yeah. So we're working on that too. So yeah, hopefully I'll have some new stuff that I can show you guys and share with you guys. Yeah. Christina Smith, you finally got a guitar. That's awesome. Good for you, man. Nothing better. Nothing better than playing a guitar. You know, I've said this before. I'll say it again. You know, I playing that gig yesterday and playing in front of those people and just watching them all have a blast and just you know, being in any way, shape, or form, even slightly entertained with what you're doing, makes it all worthwhile. So, you know, if you can play an instrument, and whether it just be for yourself, you know, because I love just playing on my own, you know, putting on a backing track or learning a song or playing along with something. I enjoy that, you know, as well. Like whether it's you're doing it for yourself or you're doing it because, you know, you want to perform for someone. I think I'm kind of biased, but there's no better pastime than that, you know. And it helps. It really helps. It helps with your, you know, mentally, you know, like and you're getting something out of it. You know what I mean? There's a give and take. The more time you spend, the better you get. The more you learn, and it helps you in other aspects of your life. I think there's a sort of almost a medicinal thing to it too. You know, like get out the worst day ever and start. You just get lost in the guitar, and everything kind of goes away. That's why guitars and cigars for me. Those are my two. Those are my two sources of medicine, I guess. All right, nice guy Eddie. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Yeah, be safe in the snow. You too, man. Carp Dog, welcome. Guitar is therapeutic. That's the word I was looking for. My words are not there when I need them sometimes, but that's exactly what I was looking for, Paul Lutz. Totally. Marriage is a good pastime. Guitar hack back when I was in bands and gigging, I saw a lot of guys up on stage for themselves. I was there for the audience. They paid to see us, and I made sure they were the focus. You know, well, we all mature as we get older. Access 2084, and for me, honestly, like if I'm playing for a crowd and we're playing to the crowd, obviously I'm not playing music I want to play. I mean, there's the odd song that I enjoy as well, but it's more playing for them, right? And I mean the band I'm in right now in terms of gigs and playing, like we're pretty successful. I mean, we're playing just about every weekend, and I mean I've already got, or the band I should say, we already have I think half a dozen bookings already for next year, months in advance. So, and there's stuff happening almost weekly. So, and that's all because, like what you're saying, we're not playing for ourselves, we're playing for the audience, and people enjoy it. I'm not saying we're the best band in the world, believe me. There's a lot of bands that can play circles around us, but for whatever reason, either the material we play or how we come across, it seems to work, and people keep hiring us. And I just keep doing this, scratching my head because I don't get it. But I'm along for the ride. Crowbar, I'm not even going to repeat that, buddy. I'm not even going to repeat that. Okay, it's 7:58. So, if anyone's got any last minute, this hour flew by, man. If anybody's got any last minute questions for me, pop them in. And in the meantime, folks, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me a little bit on this Sunday evening. I'm really going to try to do my regular Thursday 8 p.m. show, but I'm not 100% sure. But you'll know, you'll get the announcement if I'm going to do it or not. So, again, you guys are awesome. Let's keep growing this community. Let's keep it all positive. Watch each other's stuff. Support each other. Let's keep this thing growing, you guys. Thanks to you guys, I'm at the 1,000 milestone, which I never thought I would have got. So I want to thank you all for that. And if you want to support the channel, follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. You want to buy some merch? All my Guitar Hack merch, 15% off. The link is below. There's PayPal. There's all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So appreciate all of that. No, you rock, Wilvarella. No, you rock, Quentin James. I'm just a hack and I'm okay. That's one of the sayings on the back of my shirt. Thanks for the stream. No, thank you guys for the stream. You guys rock. All right. All right. Go watch Ben Coombs. I'm out. Have a great week, everybody. Cheers.